father and his brother both work at this factory, and his brother's grousing about his day at work. And he goes,
to grouse refers to complain, and apparently it comes from a bird, which is called a grouse, which makes a sound that's similar to a pigeon or a chicken, where it sounds like a form of low-level complaining. So if somebody grouses, it means that they're making low-level complaints. They're not necessarily acting angry. They're just kind of, or at least not extremely angry. They're just acting kind of disappointed, and it's kind of annoying to have to listen to it. The boss wanted to try to get people more interested in their work, and he said that he was not going to put up with any more grousing. So he really meant it. There were 3 grousers in my very department, so he fired all 3 of them. And then ever since then, things have actually gotten to be pretty good. Without all these complaints, things didn't necessarily seem so bad after all. At Walmart, a lot of people grouse about their wages. And President Obama, he's trying to do something about it. He wants to raise their wages up to $15 an hour. So the Walmart people are looking forward to that.
Because a dog dying is an opportunity to deal with death with your kids. It's like a dry run for grandma.
A dry run refers to practicing an event or some objective without really actually trying to do the thing itself, just to do it for practice. Originally, it referred to firemen practicing putting out fires without any real actual fires there. And so since there wasn't a real fire, there was no need to fill up the fire truck with water. So they would actually just pretend to put out the fire with an empty truck. Similarly, when companies or folks were testing out engines, they would just put in enough fuel to run the test. They wouldn't have to put in more fuel. There was no need to put in extra fuel. Similarly, testing out rockets, they would use just enough fuel to test it out. So from these original uses, the idea of conducting a dry run got transferred into a lot of things where there's nothing either wet or dry involved. For example, if there's going to be a play and they rehearse for the play, that's called a dry run. Or if there's going to be if there's a baby on the way, oftentimes the husband and wife, they'll take a dry run to the hospital to just practice going to the hospital for the time when the baby's due to arrive. A lot of politicians like to do dry runs of their speeches. So what they'll do is they'll get a group of their supporters together or a group of their workers together, and they'll give the speech to the workers and then ask them how they did. That way they can do a better job when they give the speech for real. A lot of schools, they run tests of the alarm systems. For example, fire drills. So if you think about it, a fire drill is really just a dry run in case there's a real fire. So people get prepared about what they need to do in case of a real emergency.
That's all for today. Tom Taylor is an ESL tutor. He teaches English in the United States and outside, all over the world using Skype. He can be reached at his website, which is
ESL-fullsteamahead.com.
Click on this link and check out his website and email with questions. Thank you, Tom, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.